Okay, so you might have noticed here lately I've done a few different videos. I kind of just taken stock in my state, the amount of people that are either abusing or ignoring the uh, the executive orders to stay home, which I I want to be kind of a jerk about this and liken it to somebody either knowingly going out and getting really drunk and then driving because they want to, or somebody taking a loaded firearm into a public place, um, not sure if they're going to use it or not, because people may be infected. They may not know that they are infected. I don't think ignorance should excuse that. And I've seen people driving around with their pickup trucks with their lawnmowers and their weed eaters on the back of it, probably going to mow somebody's lawn. Um, see people driving all day long like they belong on the road, knowing that where I live, there's nowhere to go. There's not a job to go to directly in my path. There's and there's no reason why I see the same car, 4 times in a day. If they're going to work, they'd be at work, right? Well, the more I look at that, and I've done my part. I've stayed home. The more I look at that, the more I was thinking, I need to do some modifications to some of my plans, um, and continue to share that. So if you spent the time to look at my original design of my COVID-19 mask that I shared, um, I have done a modification to that. And before I show this, I want to explain to you, just because your mouth is covered doesn't mean it can't enter through your eyes. Um, and Really, the purpose of my mask is to be functional if I feel I'm no longer safe to be at my house and I need to go somewhere else. Um, I'm not going out shopping with this thing on, and I'm not going to go visiting anybody during this, and I'm not going to go anywhere, where there's people. If I can help it, I'm going to stay home, and I think other people ought to too. One, you're risking other people's family members by not taking these precautions. And before you start arguing about freedom and things of that nature, you know, your constitutional rights, um, you know, uh, you're supposed to be able to protect yourself from a threat, and the government is supposed to be able to protect you from a threat. And I mean, if you want to define it as such, somebody purposely going out, um, infected or not, I mean, if you really wanted to define it, they could be considered a domestic bioterrorist. I mean, if you really wanted to give the power to somebody for that, I mean, by pushing your luck, that's what you're opening up as a can of worms, far worse than anything that you want to protest or fear. Um, so so I'm wanting to get that out there, and I'm doing it on my channel because I don't think people understand. If we as a country don't stop the spread of this virus and we don't allow our government to regulate traffic so that we can stop this virus. A group of countries may deem us a threat. And then our Constitution really doesn't matter. They close up the outer borders and let us be stupid and travel about until we're dead and cut off all supplies because there's no need to waste supplies on people that aren't going to take care of themselves. And now you might think that's a little extreme. But let's be realistic here. If you knew somebody was doing something that was harmful to themselves and others, first you should try to help them, and second, you should try to get help with it if you can't help them. So I'm saying people as a country need to stay home. Self-regulate yourself. Stop traveling. I shouldn't be hearing traffic. I am hearing traffic on a rural road. It has been almost as much traffic as what I hear when people are doing their regular routines, going to work and going to the store and going to school and all the things that they normally would do. Right now, we shouldn't be seeing that. We shouldn't be hearing that. Common sense, people. Keep listening to people that say that it ain't a real issue. Do math. Simple math. If one person gets infected before they get a chance to find anybody else for help, they may have contacted 3 people. And those 3 people can contact 3 people. It doesn't take long when you do math in multiples for it to become a real problem. So, yeah, I'm making a mask. I'm also planning for worst case scenario. What if I can't sustain myself here? They make it a longer period of time and people still keep on going places. We don't get past this, and instead of 14 days or 30 days, it ends up 90 days or 6 months, or 6 months with a repeat in a year. I mean, we're just compounding the problem. We're not solving it. So, with that being said, I want to share with you what I would intend to tape and seal to a poncho, a rain jacket, something else that would seal. And, ideally, if it gets to the point that you feel that you have to wear gear and you don't have mop gear, full rain suit with duct tape booties, duct taped gloves, and a duct taped face mask to the hood. So here you go. Call it crazy, call it common sense. You're getting to judge. Here it is. The mask will completely seal the face. Right now, my lens is a little blurry because I just applied Dawn dish liquid by itself, no water, and just a very light film to the inside. When it dries, it'll act as anti-fog because when you're breathing in this, you're going to fog up the lens. If you need to see, every time I breathe in, it clears up a little bit. But it will seal. If you can see that, it's sucking to my face even without a proper seal. And I am getting air. So there's you an extreme COVID face mask with a protective shield over the eyes so that if somebody would decide to spit on you or sneeze on you, fluid would not get in your eyes and you would not be infected that way. I hope I don't have to use it. I hope nobody else has to use it. But if you need it, it is an option. So when they tell you to make that cute little cotton mask and somebody sneezes in your eyeball, just think about that before you laugh at me. And would you use some common sense and stay away from people? Stop risking the chance of spreading the disease. It just seems like a dumb idea to me. And I keep hearing all these vehicles. So, you know, what's that going to stop? All these people traveling? It ain't going to stop anything. I'm going to be okay. Are you?